welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee. I'm the creator of Messy Heart Crazy Life. So today's video is going to be on an eyelash look. So if you're new to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you can be notified of any future videos. I do a lot of at-home eyelash extension videos, and I definitely have a lot more planned. So if it's something that you're interested, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon so you'll be notified of any upcoming videos. I also am a Mary Kay beauty consultant, so I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about Mary Kay products if you're interested in that. But today's video is on an eye look, and I'm going to be going through and doing some originals, but I'm also going to be doing some kind of stacking them with the Prism one. So I did a video of the Lilac St Prism eye look, and I'll link that down below, just using the Prism eyelashes. But today I wanted to kind of mix it up. I do really like the originals, and I really like the Prisms because they're a little bit more spiky. So I thought about stacking them. So today's video is going to be kind of all about stacking, and I'll be going through and kind of telling you what my favorite lash products are. So to be completely transparent, I am not a brand kind of girl. Like, I really like the Lilac St lashes. I really prefer them. I feel like their band is super small, which makes it comfortable. And they also are very soft. Because I have hooded eyelids, a lot of times the lashes, regardless of the length that they are, will kind of set and hit that little, that's like a bone. That's actually a bone. I was gonna say a fat pocket, but that's actually a bone. But it will just kind of sit there. And I've noticed with some of the other lashes that I've tried, they are kind of pointy at the end and kind of plasticky, and it ends up tweaking and just kind of bugging me throughout the day. What I like about the lilac, yeah. I keep saying lilac. For whatever reason, I kept calling it lilac, and that has been stuck in my brain. And one of the viewers kind of corrected me on the last one and said, I'm pretty sure it's lilac. And I'm like, I know, it's just one of those things. It's one of those words, like, just doesn't sit in my brain very well. So, but the Lilac St, what I like about them is they're very fluffy and soft. So I do not get that pointiness. So if you are kind of like me with have hooded eyes, I definitely recommend that you try out the Lilac St because they are some of the softest, if not the softest brand that I have tried. So the other thing that I will tell you is they do come in a variety of different lengths. Me personally, I like to do the 10 millimeter on the inner corner of my eye, and then I like to do the 12 millimeter on the outer corner of my eye. That is just my preferred look. They do 14, they have 14, I think 16 millimeters. So if you like more of that va-va-voom kind of fan look, they have a length for you. This is just my personal preference. So the other thing I want to be very transparent is I am not, like I said, kind of going off on that tangent, I like a variety of different lash tools. I have different favorites depending on the brand. So I'm not all about one brand. I will be completely honest with you and tell you which one I prefer out of the different lash tools, so that if you're building your at-home lash kit, you can get some ideas. I feel like there's some other brands that I like better, like the tool mechanism and stuff like that, and I'll kind of go through with you. But I wanna share with you my favorites, and it's not brand specific, just because I wanna be transparent with you. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I do like to do, when I'm doing my lash look, I like to do my full makeup first and then put my lashes on. So I have a complete full makeup look on: concealer, powder, foundation, all the works, and I've also done my eyeshadow. So because of that, what I like to do is I like to go in with the Lashify Pre-Cleanse. This is the only brand that I know of that has something like this. And basically what it does is it cleanses your natural lashes so that it helps with the bond. And this is a step that I definitely would recommend. You always want to go in with the bond, with the glue, on clean eyelashes. And because I did my makeup, I know I have concealer and all different kinds of gook in there. So basically I just take a Q-tip, I put it in here, and then I go in and I just go right under there and I just clean the lashes and get all that concealer. And you can see here on the Q-tip, that is all the stuff that was left on my eyelashes. So if you're having a problem with longevity, if the lashes aren't lasting as long as you would like them to, definitely add this step if you haven't done it before. Because I find that if I go in with if I don't do this step, then I don't get the longevity that I normally get if I skip this. So definitely recommend this. I'll link everything down below, or put everything down below that so you know. So the next thing, and this is not a need to have, this is a nice to have, is the Lashify blow tool. It's really disgusting. I wish they'd come out with a different color because it just looks nasty. But I like this because it just speeds up the dry time. Now you can go to Walmart or whatever and get one of those little fan things, or you don't have to have anything. You don't have to have a tool. It just helps decrease the dry time. So it's one of those things, if you're starting out, it's not a need to have, it's just a want. So that is that. Okay. So the next thing that I do, like I said, I go in with the 10 millimeters and then on the inner corner, and then go in on the outer corner with my eyes. So what I like to do is I like to take them out of the lashes, or out of the packages, and then just kind of map them out. Now I do one eye at a time, and the reason for that is when I first started out doing lashes, I used to go in and try to map them exactly the same, and then at the end of the eye look, I was like, okay, wait a minute, this eye looks completely different than this eye. Because I'm not perfect. My eyes are not symmetrical. I am not Brad Pitt, apparently, and my face is completely different. So it is what it is. So I would do the exact same lash map and come up with 2 different eye looks, and it looked all wonky. So what I've done is I found that I will do one eye first, and then I will go in with a second eye and mimic the same look. It will not be the same lash map. So it will kind of be the same, but I think on this eye, I need less lashes than this eye, and this eye, I stack it and whatever. So you'll kind of see as I go through, but that is another tip of just do one eye at a time, and don't try to mimic them perfectly, because your eyes, unless you're Brad Pitt, they're not going to be exactly the same. So you're going to have to tweak it depending on what eye you're doing. So that's first tip. So one thing that I absolutely love about the Lilac St is the ease of getting the eyelashes out of this little glue mechanism. If you watch some of my other videos, and I'll link them down below, it is a bear to try to get them out of some of these packages, and the glue thing I absolutely hate. Lilac St is just as easy. So even though they have the glue band, it doesn't bother me because it's really, really easy to get the lashes off. And it's a band that goes around the whole way, so it doesn't get stuck to the lashes after it comes off. I like it. I haven't had any issues with it. So even though, you know, the Lashify ones are easy, this one is not a bad deal at all, because it is really easy to get the lashes off, and you don't tweak them. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves when I'm going, you know, you spend the money on the lashes, and even if it's affordable, when you tweak half of them, it's really not affordable anymore. So I did like an Amazon look, and I'll link it down below, where I tweaked half of them, and I was so frustrated. I was like, why is this happening? And so what turned out to be really cheap lashes ended up being really expensive lashes, because I ended up ruining half of them and had to kind of work my eye look because I ruined half of them. So that is that. So I go in and I kind of map it out where I normally would put my lashes. So just go in and you just kind of grab it and go, and it's super, super easy. Okay, so I have the lashes all kind of mapped out where I want them to be. So the other tip is, what I go and do, I use the Lashify glue, and the reason why I like this over the Lilac St one is because the Lilac St one is kind of like normal glue. It's just not my preferred method. I find that the micro wand, if I can get the right size, this little wand mechanism is the easiest because it's quick and easy, and I'll show you it. And it's a natural feeling. If you're somebody who wears mascara, it's a very natural kind of feeling. So I just go on and I just put it on just like I would normal mascara. And I always get the black one because it kind of makes my eyelashes pop out, so I can see my waterline a little bit more. Now I will go all the way up to the end of my lashes. If you're somebody who has longer lashes, you don't have to go all the way up, you can go halfway. But because my lashes are super short, I go all the way up, and that way it has more surface area to bond with the actual lash clump, if you will. Now the other tip that I would give you is, don't freak out and think that the lashes or the glue is going to dry quickly. It is not going to dry quickly. I promise you that. It takes a lot longer to have the glue dry than you would think. And I know when I first started out, I was like, oh my gosh, freaking out that I had to hurry up and get it on because I thought that the the glue was going to dry super quick. It doesn't. So whatever you think is, okay, it's the right time, probably add another minute at least to that, because it's going to take a while for it to get tacky. Now, how you're going to know it is ready is you literally grab the lash and then you just pluck it on. If it goes on easy, then it's tacky enough. If it doesn't and it's kind of falling down, then I would give it a couple more seconds and kind of let it get super tacky. So the other thing that I like about the Lashify one is it has this Whisper Light flexible bond. So this comes in white or black, and it just is nice because it has a little pointy kind of mechanism, and you can go in there really, it's like, I need another one, it's so disgusting. But you can go in there, and what I like about this one is what I normally do is I will go in and put it on the spine, and that just helps with the bond. But because my Whisper Light is all gone, I'm going to actually use, for the first time, the Lashify Night Bond. So I got mine in black, and this is supposed to like super help with longevity. So I'm just gonna go in and just put it a little bit on the spine. And then that way it really helps with that bond. Now, I don't know much about the Night Bond, so I'm not gonna speak that much to it. This is the, like I said, first time that I'm using it. So we're gonna see if this works. Now, I have heard that the Night Bond does dry quicker. So I wanna kind of put them on here and then go in right away with it. Okay, so I always start with my inner corner just because I find that when I was going and starting on my outside, I ended up stacking the inner corner because I needed a little bit more space. And because the inner corner eyelashes are shorter and they're usually more sparse than the outside, that was where I started getting the like flappiness, and halfway through the week, I'd have to go and tweak it and stuff. What I found that really, really helps is I start from the inner corner and I start at where I see the first lash. So I don't go all the way in because there's literally, I don't have any lashes there. If I do, it's maybe one little itty bitty one, but I start at where I see the lashes and then I go here, and then you can see here, I need a little bit right there. But what I do is, because I don't want to go all the way here because then it will be uncomfortable and it will look like my eye will look turned down. So what I do is I go and I stack it. So I put it a little bit on the other lash. And what I do with that is, that's where the Whisper Light is really good, because I go in and I literally just put a little dollop, if I can get it out. So bad, I need to order some more. So I put a little dollop there, and then I will go in and put a little bit more bond on the actual spine of the lash. Okay, so that is the first stack, I guess. I don't even know how to call it. So this is where I go in and I kind of blow it, and it just, like I said, it helps with the dry time. Now, while that is drying, I do want to talk about the wand. So out of all the brands that I've used, the Lilac St is my favorite one. And the reason for it is it has a very soft curve. The Lashify, the Kiss Falscara wands, they have more of a curve like this. And what I find is when you go to fuse them together, with the super curve, like the Lashify and the Kiss one, I always end up pinching my eyelid for whatever reason. I don't know why. I always misjudge it and I pinch my eyelid and it hurts so bad. So I find with the Lilac St one, because it has a little bit of softer curve, I don't end up tweaking or pinching my eyelid. So this is my preferred one. I use it regardless of what lashes I'm doing, but this is my go-to one. It doesn't feel cheap. It does feel a little heavy. There is a little bit more weight back here, so it doesn't feel like a cheap product at all. And I just like the fact here. The other tip I would have to say is, before you start applying your lashes, definitely play with the wand first. Pick up the lashes, kind of mimic how you're gonna hold your hand when you're going to put them on. Because when I did my first video and the first time I was doing it, I didn't know how to hold the wand, and I was like going in like this, and it was really awkward, and it was a lot more stressful than it needed to be. If I would have just taken 5 minutes and kind of played with the wand and played with the lashes and how I was going to put them on my eyes, especially when you go on this side, because you're gonna have to hold your hand differently. So definitely spend the time up front before you put any glue on, map it out, and then go in and start playing with it so that you feel a little bit more comfortable when you go to apply the glue. Because I mean, if you're anything like me, I was like already getting anxious. I was like, it's gonna dry quickly and then it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be this whole big mess. And it ended up being fine. But the biggest thing was I didn't take the time to familiarize myself with the wand. So it's another good tip. Okay. So that is that. So I'm gonna go and do my next kind of lash map, and I still do 10 here and then 12s on the outside, but I just use a little bit less just because I guess my eye is a little bit shorter. So I put the same amount on, but this one I end up stacking a little bit more. I don't stack it, I can't remember. But, oh, wrong ones. So you see that one took one less than that one. So next I'm gonna go in with the Prism. These are the 12 millimeter ones. And you can see here, they're kind of spiky. So here is so the Prism ones are definitely much spikier than the original ones and a little bit more fuller. The original ones are very natural looking, and that's why I like them, especially as a base. So then, and the original ones are really the ones that I like the best, the look that I like the best, because they're natural, and when I go to stack them, they look really good. So what I normally do here, I'm gonna pull a couple out and just get them ready to go. So this is, again, where the Whisper Light for bonding, this is the best one. So I'm gonna go in, and what I like to do is you can kind of see here where the two separation is, like the two lashes. I like to go in and put a dollop right in between the lashes, kind of to build up. And then I like to go in and put some on the spine as well. And it just helps that bond. So I think right here, I'm gonna do another one just because it just looks a little sparse. So that is kind of the finished look. So you can see here, I used a lot more lashes on this one than I did on this one, just because this eye is a little bit smaller or bigger. I don't know exactly what it is, but I guess it's bigger because I use more. Okay, so next, once it's kind of dried a little bit, I will go in with the Lashify Glass. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think that Lilac St has kind of a bond or a sealer or a glass kind of thing. I know the Falscara one does. I just use this one because I do actually like the little ball at the end. And basically what I'll do is I'll just kind of rub this along the lash line, and it kind of helps get that tackiness away. So if there's any glue that's kind of exposed, then it just kind of makes it less tacky. And then I'll go in and just kind of blow it out. And that's it. The other thing that I do like, now sometimes I will do mascara at the bottom and sometimes I don't. It just really depends on the look that I'm going for. If I want something a little bit more natural, then I'll skip the mascara. But if I'm doing kind of like a full look, or I'm going to work or whatever, I do normally put mascara, because I feel like not only does it kind of help camouflage my dark eye circles, but it just kind of completes the look. I'm using the Mary Kay Lash Love. I absolutely love this stuff. There you go. So it's just a little bit, I mean, it doesn't change the look dramatically, but I just feel like it just completes it and makes it look more natural. Now, this is also especially because I have blonde hair, so there literally looks like I have no lashes. So I feel like this is still very natural, but it just makes me look like I have lashes. So that is it. That is my combination of the Prism and the original Lilac St lashes. So I really, really like the look. I feel like it's just the right amount of volume and kind of drama, but it still looks very natural. I feel like I just got my eyelashes done, from a salon, you know, kind of a full set or whatever. And I feel like they're just really, really pretty. So I do really like this look. This is probably going to be my go-to look. And that is it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave your questions down below. I will help you as best as I can. I'm also going to put a coupon code down below for 20% off your first lashes. So if you are new to Lilac St and you've never ordered from them, definitely make sure that you use the coupon below. You just have to put in your email address. You get 20% off your first order. So it's definitely a good deal. I do not get any money from it. I do end up getting a 20% discount code for myself as well. But so it's not like affiliate code or anything. So definitely check that out if you want to save some money, if you're interested in the lashes. But hopefully enjoy the video. Until next time, bye.